So the continuous random variable x has is said to have chi-square distribution with v degrees of freedom if its density function is given by this. Okay. So this is a complicated looking thing which we won't be using much, but we'll be using it only the values of this distribution. Okay, which are given in the form of a table. Okay, where gamma of x is actually called as the x factorial for x is not a natural number. If that x is a natural number, then it becomes n minus 1 factorial. Okay. Actually, this is x minus 1 factorial. Just correct this. X minus 1 factorial, not x factorial. Okay. Yeah. So let's go further. The graph of this chi-square distribution, it looks somewhat like this. Okay. So if you have only 1 degrees of freedom, the graph will look like this yellow line here, the golden line actually. So this is the picture I have taken from Wikipedia. So for chi is equal to 2, then it takes this value. Sorry, 2 degrees of freedom, it takes this green line, it drops down like this exponentially like. Okay, for 3 degrees of freedom, it rises and then it falls. Then 4 degrees of freedom, it rises little slowly and then it falls a little slowly also. Okay, and so on. The rate of the rate at which it rises decreases as your number degrees of freedom increases. Okay. The graph kind of plateaus if you notice as your n increases, degrees of k increases. Sir. Okay. So next, the area under the chi-square graph, we are going to measure it like this. What we are going to do is, the graph in general looks like this, we are assuming. Okay, it rises and then it falls. Okay, then we'll be marking a point as chi-square of chi-square alpha subscript. So subscript alpha refers to the area to the right of the point is alpha. Okay. So when I say chi-square of 0.95, I'm saying that the area to the left of this point is 0.95. Okay, if I say a chi-square of 0.05, I'm saying the area to the left of this is, sorry, area to the right of it is 0.05, the shaded region over here. Okay, area to the right झालं. Okay, so we'll solve some examples based on this. So what is the first question asking? Find the area to the right. Sorry, not area. Find a point such that the right of the point is 0.025 area. Okay. So in other words, this is 2.5% area. This is 1% area, and this is 5% area to the right. Okay. So directly we'll get the answer from the table. The table. Finish writing the question. 25. So so 0.025. You see, so 0.025, this is area to the right is 2.5%. Okay. Now this number, we have to see this column, how many degrees of freedom is given to us? 15 degrees of freedom. So just see here, this is the degrees of freedom here. So 15 degrees of freedom in this column. So the answer is 27.48. 27.48. So here the answers chi-square of 0.025 is equal to 27.488. So what does this mean? This graph looks somewhat like this. Okay, so here you have somewhere 27.488. So this region over here, this is total 0.025 of the total area. See, total area under the graph is 1, right? So this shaded region is only 0.025. Okay. So next we have to find out chi-square of 0.001 when degrees of freedom is 7. Okay. Degrees of freedom is 7, 0.01. So 0.01 is this column. So this is the area to the right is 1%, and 7 degrees of freedom. So it is this one. Okay, 7 degrees of freedom is this row. So 18.475. Okay, 18.475. So here you have 18.475. Okay, and this is only 1% of the area. Okay, it will be much smaller than this. I have drawn a bigger picture. Okay, next is chi-square of 0.05. So this is 5% for 24 degrees of freedom. Okay. So yeah, 0.05 is this number for 24 degrees of freedom. 33 here, 33,196. Okay, 33,196. Wait, I think so I made a mistake. How much it was? The question? 0.05, no? Wait, on 0.05 this thing. Oh, this column it is, huh? Sorry. 36.415. I looked in the wrong column. 36.415. 36.415. Okay, done. Let's go to the next thing. Okay, so for a chi-square distribution, find chi-square alpha. So now the question has gone in the reverse. They have told you that the area is 0.99. They wanted to find the value of chi-square of alpha. Okay, so okay, so let me solve on the black page. This will take a lot of time. Okay, so you have been asked first to find out a part, probability of x square is greater than chi-square of alpha, chi-square of alpha 0.99 and rho is equal to v is equal to 4. Okay, so what are you given here? You are given that the for 4 degrees of freedom, you have been told that the area to the right is, there is this chi-square. So this region over here is 0.99. Okay. So all the shaded region of what I'm going to draw here, that is going to be 0.99 value. Okay, out of 1. So what remains on this side is only 0.01. Clear? The unshaded region. Probability of this. So basically what do we conclude from here? So thus alpha is going to be equal to 0.99. This is clear because area to the right of this point is 0.99. Okay. So alpha is going to be 0.99. So we have to find out chi-square of 0.99. What is this number for degrees of freedom is equal to 4. Okay. So let us go to the table. Zero 0.99 yes, 0.99 for 4 degrees of freedom. Okay, so this is going to be 0.297. 0.297. Okay. So the next question is, the B question was, probability of x square greater than chi-square of alpha, chi-square of alpha is equal to 0.025 when v is equal to 19. So here alpha is equal to 0. And degrees of freedom here is equal to 19. Okay. So 0.025 for 19 we have to see 0.025. So 0.025 for 19 degrees of freedom. So this column, this particular column I have to see. Yes, see 32.825. Okay, so 32.8852, sorry, 32.852. Okay, so chi-square over here 0.025, this will become 32.825. Okay. So probability of okay, so the last question is 37.65. Zero point zero 45 when v is equal to 25. Okay, so what do we know here is that the question is asking for is graph is somewhat like this. So they are taking some in between area here from 37.652 to this point, and this shaded region over here Okay, 0.045. So first we're given this thing. First, find out uh, chi-square beta. Okay, I call it chi-square beta such that chi-square beta is equal to 37.652 for 25 degrees of freedom. Okay, so we are given 25 degrees of freedom. For that, in that row we'll go in that row and we'll see which beta value has this. Okay, clear? So let us do that. By the way, we know what is chi-square beta. We have to find out what is beta. Just write down beta over here. Chi-square beta we have already, no? It's 37.652. Okay. So let us go to the table and see for 25 who has 37.652. So go to 25 degrees of freedom. Where is 25 degrees of freedom? 25 degrees of freedom. So 25 degrees of freedom, you see numbers are 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 18, 19, 20, 24. Not there on this page. Let us check the next page. 28, 29, 30, 39, 37.652. Yes, we found that entry. Okay. So this entry corresponds to what now? 37.652, 0.05. Okay, so 0.05 is going to give you this. So from the table we realize that beta is 0.05. From the table we get beta is equal to 0.05. So thus, what do we conclude? Area to the left of 37.652 is area to the left of 37.652 is sorry, not left, right. Area to the right of 37.652 is 0.05. Okay, so now understand the situation here. I'm telling you that there is a 37.652 here, and area to the entire left of it is 0.05. Then I'm putting up another point here. Okay, I'm putting another point here, chi-square alpha, and I'm saying the area between 37.652 to this area between this and this is equal to 0.045. Okay. Okay. This area over here is 0.045. So what should be this area over here? See, the total shaded region from here up till this, up till infinity is 0.05. Okay. This half is 0.45. Okay. So how much will this part be then? The graph has become little dirty. See, if this is 0.045, okay, total from year to year is 0.05. Okay, from year to year this is 0.45. So how much will be this remaining shaded region over here? How much will be this remaining shaded region? This has to be equal to 0.005, right? See, 0.005 and 0.045, this adds up and gives it the total area as 45. Okay. Clear? So since this remaining region we concluded is 0.005, this implies that alpha is equal to 0. Okay. So now we have to find out chi-square of 0.04. So we'll go on the table and we'll find it. Chi-square of 0.045. Yeah, this column for 25, second last column for 25, 46.928, 46928. Four 6.928. Okay, so this is the answer. We have solved the problem. Okay, so let's go further. Okay, so now for the main theorem now, on which we'll be solving problems. If S square is the variance of a random sample of size n taken from a normal population having the variance chi-square, then the statistic chi-square is equal to n minus 1 S square upon sigma square is equal to summation which is equal to summation of xi minus x bar, that's the variance term, xi minus x bar. Okay, this is how you calculate the variance, by the way. Xi minus x bar is the mean, obviously, square divided by sigma square has chi-square distribution with v is equal to n minus 1 degrees of freedom. Okay, so based on this we'll solve some problems and then we're done with this section. Okay, so let us see problems in this. So the scores of a placement test are given to a college to give a placement test given to a college freshman for the past 5 years are approximately normally distributed with a mean of 74 and a variance of 8. Okay. So now what has happened is they have taken a sample of 20 students who took the placement test this year and they found out that the variance is 20. Okay, so will you still consider that sigma square is equal to 8 is a valid value for the variance? Okay, so this is the question. So we are given the values of mean and variance and the sample size. Okay. So we have to use this first formula. So we are given n is equal to 20 for this problem. So s square is given as 20 and sigma square is given as 8. Okay. So what has happened is the claim was the variance was 8. Okay, but now they have taken a sample and found the variance is 20. So is this correct? That's what they're asking. Is the original variance of 8 a correct claim or there's some mistake in that calculation? Okay, so let us solve this problem. So we are given as mean is given as 74, sigma square is given as 8, n is given as 20 and the sample variance is given as also 20. Okay, so we know from a theorem chi-square is going to be equal to n minus 1 into s square upon sigma square. So this is going to become 19 into 20 upon 8. This is going to become 380 upon 8. This will divide out. This is going to become 190 divided by 4. This will become 95 by 2, which is going to become equal to 47.5. Okay, chi-square is 47. Chi-square is equal to value is equal to 47.5. Okay, chi-square is equal to 47.5. Now what we have to do is we have to go to the table, and degrees of freedom for this problem is equal to n minus 1, that is equal to 19 for this problem. Okay, n minus 1 degrees of freedom. So now, so the question actually is, what is alpha? That is level of confidence we have. Okay, what is alpha? That is the level of confidence we have. Okay, so we have to see in the 19 this thing who gives us. So what we have to do is we have to go to the 19 degrees of freedom row and see for what alpha we are getting 47.5. That will tell us what is our confidence level. Okay, so degrees of freedom is 19. So search for 47.5. So 21, 22, 23, 27, 30, 32, 33, 36, 38, 30, 43. Not the year. Check here. 19. Okay, it's not there on the table. But what do we know is, notice here, this is 1%. This is 1%. This is 0.1%. Okay. This is 0.1%. So for 0.1% you're getting 43 over here. Okay. For 19 this thing degrees of freedom, you're getting this alpha is 0.01. Okay, so for 0.1% of confidence you are getting 43. So 47 is going to be less than further on. So 47 will be see by the way, the values know as your alpha decreases, the values of this chi-square keep on increasing. Okay, so alpha is decreasing here and the values of chi-square over here are increasing, right? So 43.9. Okay, so now from the table we see chi-square of 0.001 is equal to 43.819. Okay, hence what we can clearly see here is this chi-square value is greater than chi-square of okay. So this will imply if this value is greater than this, that means that alpha value is going to be less than 0.001. So in other words, there is in this is actually in percentages written as 0. There is less than Okay, so of this x square being greater than 43.819. Okay, so we have got x square as chi square as 47.5, which is greater than this, and we are saying that there's only less than 1% chance of 0.1% chance of that happening. Okay, so in other words, this implies okay, because 47.5 is greater than this. Okay, there's less than 1%, 0.1% chance of this happening. Okay, so thus okay, so that calculation had started because of this reason. We got s square is equal to 20, and there's only a 0.1% chance of getting that. Okay, so thus if the chance is so less, we need not worry about okay. See, if this percentage of chance was very big, like 5%, 10% or something like that, then we will have to worry that there is a mistake in our calculation here. Okay, see why I'm saying there is a mistake in the calculation. This value had turned out to be sample variance had turned out to be 20, and the original variance was supposed to be 8. So there is a huge difference here, right? But now I'm saying that there is only 0.1% chance that this will happen, so we need not worry. So once in a while this thing can happen, that you get a sample of size variance 20, but you need not worry about it, because in general if you take it, it will still be 8. Okay, the variance will still be 8 of the original population. Okay, so that's all for this thing, this section, so we'll stop with this.